At this time of year, we see lots of beautiful daffodils growing, and I've got mine here today with me. Mine are in a pot, and as you can see, they're a beautiful yellow colour, and they've got a pale yellow and a very bright yellow in the middle. Mine are quite tiny actually. Let me bring those in to show you. Some little tiny dwarf daffodils, and just like all flowers and plants, daffodils need the warmth of the beautiful golden sun to grow and to thrive. We're going to have a go at making our own craft daffodil. I've got a few bits of equipment in front of me. I've got some lemon coloured card. I've also got some yellow. I've got white for the background and some pale green, but a bright green would be really nice for the stems and the leaves of the daffodil as well. So the first thing that I did was to get a little saucer to draw a circle, which I've already done on my piece of card, ready to cut out to make the outside of the daffodil. Our daffodil is going to have a curly kind of effect. It's a curly craft for the inside of the daffodil, so it's a little bit different. So you're going to cut round to make a circle, which is quite easy. And then the next thing we're going to do to make the petals, we're just going to cut out some triangles out of the circle. So I'm going to leave the middle, and then I'm just going to draw some triangles. I think I'm going to do 5 out of the middle of the circle. I think you can probably do more. Have a look at your petals, how many you want, 5 or 6. But making sure that the triangles don't go all the way to the middle. It's going to look like that. They don't have to be even, because our petals on our daffodils are not all the same. And then I'm going to carefully cut out the triangles. And we don't need the triangles, we need the petals that are left. You can do yours nice and carefully. And if you didn't have any yellow card, you could maybe colour in some white card to do this, or do some painting. Some finger painting would be really nice. Put those out of the way. And we're left with our petals. And using my pencil, I'm just going to roll the petal around a little bit to give it more of a petal effect, rather than it being flat, because if you look at our petals on our daffodil, they're not really flat. And next we're going to do the inside. Our daffodil is going to be a 3D craft, so it stands up like a real daffodil. So we've done the petals on the outside, and now we're going to do the centre. And I've got a lovely bright yellow for this, a rectangle. And all you need to do is get your scissors and make some snips along the long side, all the way across, but you don't go all the way to the edge. So you can see you've still got it attached there, but all the way across this way. So we'll do a few more. They don't have to be the same. You can draw yours on if you wanted to, but I'm just going to snip away and being careful at the end. So now you've got this kind of effect here. And this is what we're going to curl. To make it easy for myself, I've just found a little tube that I'm going to roll the inside of my daffodil around. You might need an adult to help you to do this bit. That's it. And then push it down a little bit because I'm going to secure it with a little bit of tape. Always have my sellotape on hand. That's it. And then we want to close the end. So I'm just going to fold down a little bit. And I'll put a little bit more tape on the bottom. That'll be fine, and then I can slip out my tube, and this is where we can start curling the inside of our daffodil. And once again, using your pencil, you can just roll towards you. That's what I'm doing, rolling the little pieces of paper towards you to make a curled effect. And you can go all the way around, curling all the bits of card. It takes a little bit of time, but that's okay. And twisting it around your pencil. Let's keep going, persevering, doing our crafting. And they're looking very curly, just like the inside of our daffodil. And then I think we've got one more to do. And they're all different as well, which is really, really pretty. And that's going to be attached to the centre. I think I'm going to use some double-sided tape. It might take a bit of practice to do this. So you might have to use some sellotape or maybe some glue. So have a few things ready to try. And we're just going to put my finger in the middle to push it down. I think that will work. Lovely. Really nice. Then I've got my background, and I've just got a plain white background. This would be really beautiful if you coloured in a sky using your pencil crayons before you did this. And then using my glue, I've cut out a stem for my leaves to go on. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on. Push that forward. And I've used a pale green, but you could use a darker green. I think the darker green would be really nice. And then a little bit of glue on the back of the daffodil. That's going to be at the top of the stem. And we're nearly finished. I'm going to add on some leaves, and all you need to do for that, I think I'm going to put 2 leaves on, so I'm going to fold my piece of card, my green piece of card, and you can draw a leaf shape on, or you can just have a go at cutting out some leaves. And if you make a mistake, or you don't like it, you can always cut some more. To look a bit like that. And then I'm going to attach these to the bottom of my stem. To look a bit like this. Now I think my leaves and my stem need some patterns on, or maybe even a little bit of colour. So I'm just going to get my colour tips, which are here, and I think I'll use a nice bright green to do some patterns on the leaves. And maybe let's have a think about what sort of pattern I could do on the stem as well. So I think maybe some nice lines to go on the stem. so you can see the stem a little bit better. And there you have a beautiful 3D daffodil craft.